EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway.
Let's go. Let's do this. Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Bring it. Bring it. Look. Squeeze. Quick dance. Snap.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're going to look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Well, you got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go. 8, read. Hey, high 7. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
60 outlaw. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Switch. Protein spill. Shift. 5.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
10 too soft. Number 53, Mike 53.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. They find some open field here. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there out of Cook. And even 50 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Come, baby. I'm coming, baby. Greystone travel.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Orbit. X3, 218, chopper.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. Now.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brought down back at the 32.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Delta. Undercross. Roll out. Be careful.
They'll drop the throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Got it.
51's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Here's Madison running on first down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, boy. You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Alert 3.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ready.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
It's a part now. Five.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Here we go. 50, plant. 22-jet bomber. Yeah.
Focus, defense, focus.
Get it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Set, ready. 10 logo.
Good.
Hey, echo. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
Let's go. 18 Gators.
Yo. Switch.
On first down. It's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Bears' 14-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready?
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score, Vikings 14, Bears 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check. Check safety.
Blue draw quarters. Hey, Zoo.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
51. Tackles.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On the ready.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's fight.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Vikings send out their punter as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
You ain't doing nothing. Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Madison running right. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Okay, ready?
Mike 51. Let's go, D. SOS.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Madison. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Check 31, check 31.
Go.
Roll.
Mike 27.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Set up. 15 line. Bravo.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he finds Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36.
Watch his flat.
Here's Madison. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
At the 31-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, that's good. Wide. Get wide.
Now Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Hey. Move. Mike 27. Get it.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 21-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
51 the mark. 51 the mark.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Let's pick it up. It's our time.
Topper!
Let's get off the field. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Let's go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check.
Hey, lock it. Now.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's got room. Touchdown, Chicago. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just 1 score.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
6-6, pull it high.
On 1st down, Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
60 or 61, matchbox lights.
On second down, this is Madison. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Coming!
Hey, Alpha. 5.
From the gun, Lawrence. This is Johnson. He's got it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Olabisi Johnson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Bears 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Leo.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready, set. 55. Smooth.
55. Come on. You better bring it. Hey, check right. Watch it, you five. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Ready.
Back to throw here. And it's complete. Hooper. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Go. 15 line. 15 line.
1st and 10 at the 36.
Hey, Haywood.
55. Not 55.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 4.
Now.
On second down, Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 30 base.
Vikings 11 yards.
Hey, exit.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey, high 7.
They'll set up to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a